Right, for more on those ongoing problems with hotel quarantine in Victoria, and of course all the other stories making headlines around the country, I'm joined from Sydney by the voice of the people here on Credlin, 2GB's radio host Luke Grant. I went through, Luke, at the top of the show, a litany of ongoing errors in hotel quarantine in Victoria.
Yep. Yes.
You're outside Victoria, you can see what we're going through. What's the rest of the country think? I mean, how long will it take, do you think, for the Andrews government to get it right?
They'll never get it right, Peter. There'll always be something, I think, people from outside Victoria say, even though I'm smiling, you don't say that with any degree of comfort, because as we saw this week, you only want a couple of rogue tourists to leave home, and all of a sudden, our places inland in New South Wales that have got through this without a problem. Now there's testing queues and all sorts of things, but it's, you know, you can go to a restaurant, you can go to the movies, you can go and go to a pub, stand up and have a beer. You can go to the footy, you can go up to the shops, you can go basically everywhere you want, longer than 25 k's away and without a face mask on. So you end up feeling a little bit sorry, and we all don't. We want to try and find someone to blame or a reason. And the constant here is whatever it is. I don't think it's just Dan or Mr. Molino, it's whoever's behind them, that they just get it wrong. And even today, Peter, at the last minute saying, oh, by the way, you have to wear a mask outside. So if you're walking your dog in a park on your own, somehow that mask is going to help you, but there'll be people playing football, cuddling and hugging and tackling and all sorts of things, and they'll do that. I know they've been in some sort of bubble, but they'll do that. Then at the end of the game, there'll be no handshake or hug. It'll be a shoulder touch or something. It's just so much contradiction, and they're so secretive. The opposition tried to get the health advice out there through the parliament this week in Victoria. It didn't happen. So, you know, no wonder people are sceptical. No wonder people are confused. And at the end of the day, we just want to understand what's going on.
It's the inconsistency. I mean, I can go to a restaurant tonight, they're capped at 50 people. I can sit there, take the mask off, eat and drink to my heart's content with 50 strangers or 49 strangers.
Yep.
But if I want to walk my dog and not see another person for half an hour tomorrow morning, I've got to wear a mask. You know, I could go to a brothel, not that I would, but I could go to a brothel in Bendigo, but I can't go to a gym in Melbourne. I mean, that's extraordinary, isn't it? It's interesting too, you know. Don't go there, Luke. It might be Friday.
I've watched this show. I've watched probably every episode of your show, and I've imagined that you might say something unusual. Never that. Well done.
Hey, the ACTU says that the Morrison government has got to give workers 4 days off, paid leave, to go and get vaccinations and deal with any side effects they might have. They want to see this for aged care and disability workers. Now, I don't know, Luke, what's sick leave for if it's not meant to be used for these sorts of things? Why extra leave?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Is it a recruitment drive for union membership, which has obviously been in decline forever? I don't know. It's always someone else has got to pick up the can. And the number of people that have said in commentary to some of those reports today, Peter, you know, I'm 83 or I'm 84, I run my own business, I've got 15 employees, I've all had the jab. We had a bit of a sore arm or we didn't feel okay, but we came to work the next day and we just got on with it. And the idea that everyone has to have 2 days, 2 days before to think about, to worry about getting the jab, and then 2 days after just in case you have a side effect. And there's another thing here, it's the overall negative connotations to being vaccinated. So this is not only now might you get blood clots if you get the AstraZeneca, and I see overseas with Pfizer, there's something to do with heart enlargement in 1 or 2 cases. But not only that, you need time before and after. And now the whole idea of vaccination is so abhorrent. I mean, can we have a positive argument about this? Everyone's saying, please get the jab, please get the jab, please get the jab. And every time you pick up the paper, if it's not someone crook, it's the union movement saying, oh, we need time off because people don't feel well. I mean, please get with the program and use your sick leave like we all have to.
I do want to pick up the blood clot issue, though, because I'm in that bracket of women over 50, and I tell you, it's a hot topic.
Yep.
Just ongoing concern, and I think not a hell of a lot of confidence. 52-year-old woman confirmed, New South Wales woman who has died after getting a blood clot in her brain after she had received AstraZeneca. It comes on the back of another person who died a little earlier on. Now, I went back and checked the statistics before the show. We've had 2 people in Australia now die of the AstraZeneca vaccination complications, rare as they might be, but we haven't had a COVID death this year. Now, I think that there's not so much vaccine hesitancy, there's AstraZeneca hesitancy. And I say again, I don't understand why the government isn't saying to our most vulnerable, whatever it takes to get you vaccinated, we will do. If you don't want AstraZeneca, you prefer and you're 80 to have Pfizer, you are our most vulnerable. And Pfizer gets you fully vaccinated within 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
AstraZeneca, it's 3 months. It's 3 months between jabs. Why on earth would we give people Pfizer if they want Pfizer, Luke?
You know, I heard you say that many weeks ago on this show. First off, quickly, that statistic, which I've heard a lot, it's and the virus doesn't know the calendar. You could also say 910 people, I think, died of COVID last year in Australia. None died of the vaccine because there was no vaccine. I do get that, but you should. And you said on this show, given your age, I don't think you were even 50 at this point, so it was a long time ago. But you said I should get the choice, and I'm thinking, really? But the doctors are saying, but you're right. You should get the choice because you're right again. It should be just so simple. I'm going to get vaccinated. I don't even have to think twice about it. In my case, I'm comfortable with AstraZeneca. I'll go and get it. In someone else's case, I'm comfortable with Pfizer. I'll go and get it. It's a no-brainer. We've had massive increases in vaccine numbers. Peter, you and I both know, because in Victoria, there's been this great threat and it's transferred into other jurisdictions in the country. But it's a no-brainer. It should be easy. What do you want, A or B? Up to you. I'll have A. Okay, bang, away you go. I agree with you. And I don't make light of the clot issue. It's a real issue. And I'm not a doctor. And I make a point on air, Peter. You probably heard me say it. I don't advise you either way. It's entirely a matter for you. But you're right. It should be damn easy.
Should be easy, and of course we need everyone vaccinated in order to open up the country. But until we're there, I'm in that camp that I don't want the borders open until people like my 76-year-old mum are looked after, and anyone else who might be vulnerable. I think they are our priority.
Yes.
Luke, love talking to you. I'll listen to you on the radio all weekend.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Have a long weekend.
Good on you.
Thank you for your time.
See you, Peter. Bye-bye.